as the bad guy focuses his attention on her.
You have kids? How many kids? They real? It's my girlfriend. I haven't seen a ring. Would you marry me?
Now, if you ask a woman what's her dream proposal, the shit she's been dreaming of since she was a little girl, most women would say a land of a million roses and I'm standing in the middle and the airplane goes and says, will you marry me, with a lot of smoke and obviously more roses falling down. Some would say on top of a beautiful mountain while there's a tripod there recording this whole thing, because obviously Instagram post and story, everyone needs to witness this. This is our moment, meaning all me, you, and the whole I'm getting off topic over here, but there was a man, there was a gentleman, there was a man who took romance to the next level, set the bar so high that every woman would want this type of proposal. He took his girl to the supermarket, he faked a staged robbery and proposed to her by scaring her to death.
A young woman and her boyfriend are shopping at a convenience store, but something's happening at the cash register. A surveillance camera captures this guy pulling a gun on the store clerk. As the couple go to pay, the clerk announces,
I got robbed. Did you? Yeah.
Suddenly, the robber bursts back in and herds them all to the back of the store.
You, back right there.
The couple hunker down. You can hear the terror in the woman's voice as the bad guy focuses his attention on her.
You have kids? How many kids? They real? It's my girlfriend. I haven't seen a ring. Yeah, we're not married.
The robber reaches ominously into his bag.
You know what? What are you waiting for?
He hands something to the boyfriend. Then this happens.
Would you marry me?
Are you serious?
Are you serious is right. Now, this is, at this point, they haven't said, oh, it's a prank, this whole thing was staged, it's a proposal. She still thinks this whole thing is real. The robber is going through some marriage stuff and he gave his ring to the man and now he's proposing and she's like, are you serious? So in this case, you have two options. Say yes and make the robber happy. I know it's not the most ideal way you wanted to get proposed. KFC would have been better in this case than a forced marriage in a supermarket by a man pointing a gun at you. Second option, say no and die.
Are you serious?
And it starts to dawn on the petrified young woman what's really going on. The robbery is actually a crazy proposal of marriage.
Is that yes?
Everybody was in on it except for her. I spoke to the
Now, just a few seconds later, she realized this whole thing was planned. This was the romantic proposal, not something she dreamed of, not any woman dream of, but this is what she got. And I talked about something similar to this last year as well, where a group of men just jumped out of a truck and tried to kidnap the boyfriend, and then psych, it was a prank, it's actually a proposal. These guys are my friends, they have ski masks because they wanted to scare you to death. Isn't it romantic? This is just as stupid the baby gender reveal parties they've been doing for the past couple of years. Now, men can be very weird with romance sometimes. I agree with that. I'm one of them. Sometimes we fart on our partners to show affection. Sometimes we stare at them to make them feel uncomfortable. Sometimes we roast them. But all of this is out of love. We are sharing our love with them. Yes, we can be 50% romantic and we have our weird side of being romantic. But staging a robbery and having the robber hand the ring and scaring her to death while proposing is not one of them. I believe I can speak on behalf of all men of culture out there that we do not claim this actions. Not to mention, this could have gone in all directions of wrong. Cop walks in. Civilian walks in and has a weapon. She has a weapon, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she's carrying and the husband doesn't know, and you, how many kids you have? You don't know. Or worse, she could have had a heart attack, panic attack, seizure from the shit you put her through. And you know, get down on one knee. Baby girl, we've been together for 20 years, and after 3 kids, I thought about this long and hard, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you as I plan this romantic gesture just for you. I thought a lot about this as well, harder than the fact that if I want to marry you or not. Would you take my hand? Would you make me the happiest man alive and say yes to me while she's, you know, still shaking and panicking? Like, at this point, if you would have gone to KFC or McDonald's, let's say KFC, you would have gone to the KFC. out of nowhere. Babe, what do you want to order? Go. She turns away. My chicken breast. You give me wings, and after a full family pack of chickens, I want you to make me the happiest man alive, because you make my chicken tender. But by tender, I mean my penis. But also, you make my heart tender, and I want to spend the rest of my life with blah, blah, blah. I think that would have been less embarrassing than this over here. It would have been much better. Both are absolutely horrible, but at least one of them won't give you a heart attack, let's just say. To be honest, now that I thought about it, I think KFC would have been just as bad, because she's gonna get a heart attack from the embarrassment of everyone looking while ordering their chickens and seeing a proposal happen. And anyone who clapped is clapped of sadness. Now, they did a whole interview since this whole thing went viral. This whole thing happened 5 years ago as well. It's nothing new. It happened back in 2020. And they said that this whole thing was organized. They let the law enforcement already know. They locked the place up. They make sure all the customers were out. No matter how stupid the proposal was, at least he was smart enough to take safety precautions to, you know, make sure nothing goes wrong, because, you know, he put a lot of thought into this romantic gesture.
There was people outside. We waited for every customer to get out. We notified the police that this was going on. We had a prop gun. It wasn't a real gun. So, I mean, we tried to do it as safe as possible.
What did she do? Did she scream at you?
She called me a bonehead. She said she's gonna, you know, kill me. Obviously joking.
It's been 5 years. We don't know if he's alive or not. Was she joking?
Ray Giuliano says he tried to make amends with a second, much more conventional proposal on a romantic bridge in Manhattan's Central Park.
How many times have you apologized?
7,293, I believe it is.
Now, I don't care how close you are with your partner, your besties, your bros with each other. You dab each other up after a shakalaka boom boom session. You know, you fart, she farts, you both laugh it off, you both play video games. Whatever, how close you are, this is not it. This is... Now, if you're not married, this doesn't concern you. If you're not married, how would you plan in the future to propose? Let me know in the comments below. I thought about this as well. I remember a video I saw on TikTok. I am 99% sure I'm going to propose like this.
Favorite drink?
Yes. Hang on. Hang on. Ta-da.
Yay.
What's the next one?
Favorite snack?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, like go there. Go.
Favorite color?
Ooh.
You don't have to build a case.
I know a pillowcase. Yay.
Something that reminds you of them.
Ooh.
Then we need something to do together.
Puzzle.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. The jump scare. No one expected it. You know when you go on a vacation and you're like, hey, dress nice today when we go and take a walk where we're going to see this beautiful view. People suspected, oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. This is unexpected. This is romantic. And obviously afterwards you have to go somewhere and make a whole roses and stuff. I feel like in most proposals there's two. There's not one. First one is the jump scare. Second one is for the Instagram post, obviously. But I'm just gonna stick with the first one. Honestly, I'm just gonna do that. I think that's very romantic in my eyes. If she wants a second proposal, I can do that as well. But I think any woman will be happy with this type of proposal, unless you have different. But the woman I'm going to date in the future, we're gonna have more things in common, so she's gonna like this type of things as well. If she doesn't, well, I guess with the next one I can fake a staged robbery at a supermarket, because at least she said yes. If it doesn't work out, that's a big if. Anyways, just want to share this with you. You take it easy. I'll see you at the next one.